Hello everybody, and welcome back to Modern Skyblock 3 Departed. Today, I'm going to call this a miscellaneous episode, mainly because we are getting to the end of the resource gathering quests. You can kind of see over here, we basically just, or basic resources is what this is called. We're getting to the end where we basically have just a lot of side different quests. So I think the goal today is I'm going to try to complete all of these different smaller side quests. So, to begin with this, we want to do a couple of small things. First of all, once again, it's raining, per the usual in this place. One of the first quests is we're going to do this quest called Freezer. Using a freezer, you can, freeze different materials to turn them into other materials. It's also one of the easiest ways of making dirt. If you started on the snow island, you already have this, but if you didn't, you can make snow through combustion. Shift right click on blocks of snow to duplicate them and craft a mini freezer. So, our goal is this mini freezer. Our goal is actually 2 of these mini freezers, but that's beyond the mark? Not really beyond the mark. That's just kind of like a strenuous detail. But what you do to make a mini freezer is you put 4 snowballs together to get some snow, and then you stack the 2 snow on top of each other to create a mini freezer. It's really, really easy actually. And there you go, I got that done. However, as it is that is something important, I'm also going to get some more. So shift right click to get some extra snowballs. And then, let's get a few more of those just cuz. We're going to want it as well. Alright, there we go. So we're going to want to make 2 of these mini freezers. Now, you might be thinking, why do we want 2 mini freezers? Well, that's mainly because the mini freezer isn't actually the last step in this production assembly. Let me figure out where I want to put this guy. I'll put it over here. The mini freezer isn't going to be the last step. We're actually going to be making a iron mini freezer, or an iron freezer. And we're going to have 2 freezers to get that done. As well as, we're also going to have to use the mini freezers to get that iron freezer. So let's create a little area to put this stuff together, and then put them both down. There we go. So, and let's put the snow blocks down as well, just to say that we did. There we go. Okay. So, what we're going to do next is this iron freezer over here. Let it go. Yes. Alright, cool. While the mini freezer works, it's not really that fast. It's best to make a multi-block iron freezer to freeze more things faster. For that, we're going to get some frozen iron ingots. And then we're going to make the 2 pieces of the iron freezer. To get that frozen iron ingots, it's really easy. Nope. There we go. Frozen iron ingot. You take iron, and you put it in the freezer. Very, very straightforward. We're going to want, I believe the iron freezer is just the normal one surrounded by 8 of those. Iron freezer. Yes, so we're going to want 16 iron ingots total. Let's go get those. Easy peasy. And then, let's split up both tacks and put them inside. As far as I can tell, on these, it's the more items you put in these, the slower it takes, basically. By splitting up the stacks like this, it's going to do it a little bit faster. But it's still going to take a decent amount of time, which is why we're doing this first, so that we can go on and do some of the other things. For instance, one of the big things we can do is over here, fishing for saplings. The survivalist fishing rod is a fast, unbreakable fishing rod that can fish out junk, wood, dirt, and saplings. Alright, this thing is stupid easy to make, and as the quest there just said, you use it to basically get a lot of the different starting materials, or to get different types of saplings. Really a lot of just random, if I'm being honest, kind of like junk. It can be handy, but it's also just entirely random. There we go. And that's really all we needed for that quest. I don't really need this. I could use it to try to get some better stuff later on, but for now, I'm just going to put it on the side. That is that. Congratulations, we are done. Next up, as those things move along, let us work down here on alchemical glass. I've mentioned this one before. Alchemical glass gives more crystal shards than regular glass. So basically, as I said, we go through a lot of crystal shards. So it's very handy to be able to use this alchemical glass. Alchemical glass. There we go. And to get it, we're going to need a couple of things. We're going to need sand, we're going to need crystal shards, and we're going to need prismarine crystals. That's the most unique one. That's the most difficult one to get. but we can get it still. So let's check in here. I believe I've used all the crystal shards I have. So, with that being said, let's grind down some more real quick. So as you've seen me done before, the way you get... That was actually bad. The way you get those crystal shards is you put glass in the alchemy table, and with this new system we're going to get a lot of them, which is going to be handy still actually. So there you go, 8 crystal shards. Next up, I've messed up on that last one, so I need to actually make a little bit more sand. I should not have cooked all of those like I did. Next up, we're going to need to get these prismarine crystals. The way you do that is over here in the combustion chamber. We're going to use 1 nether quartz and 3 glass. So let's get that done. 1 nether quartz and 3 glass. As another side note, you can see over here that we finally have some animals. Ta-da! And that is why we made that area, including a baby one. Interesting. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Back up. Fun. And collect the stuff. Good. We're also going to need to get some more wood here as well. However, we don't need to do that yet, because we can start making this. Alright, so I'm just going to turn all of this prismarine crystals into 4. There we go. 4. There we go. I'm just going to use all of them. I don't think there's anything else we can really do with them right now, so that's our best option. So let's get into it. Here we go. And as you can see, this makes alchemical glass. And then alchemical glass is going to make a lot of crystal shards. And you can imagine with the setup we have right now, it's gonna be stupid effective. So we'll be set for crystal shards for the next very long while. Whew. Alright, congratulations. That is alchemical glass done. Next up, let us check on these freezers. They are making progress, but they're not quite there yet. Alright, so we'll work on something else. So, I'm going to work on this quest over here, seeds. By breaking grass, you can obtain seeds for many different useful crops. To get grass, that's just bone meal on the ground. We have plenty of bones. And the last time I tried to actually do this, it took me a decent while to get everything. So, I'm just going to go for broke and do a lot. Make far more bone meal than I actually need. But then, grind. Alright, let's get this done. Try to at least. Alright, so it's looking like I did that for a little bit and I've gotten only potato seeds and some dandelions and poppies, but reading online it looks like this actually might be a current problem with this patch. So, there you go. So I'm going to have to probably leave this seed one until a little bit later, unfortunately. So that'll stick to the side for now, but something we can do in the meantime is it looks like the iron is done, so we can probably empty our inventory a little bit. And I'm going to empty our inventory a lot, actually. Except for that crafting table. Here we go. Alright. And then, let's come over here. Let's grab the frozen iron. And then let's get these freezers. Freezer. Iron. Check, check. Let us get this done. There we go. Alright. So with the 2 iron freezers blocks, you simply put one on top of the other, by shift right clicking, and then we are good. This thing will now freeze things faster and freeze more things. Next up, let's look at this soul sand down here. You can make soul sand by freezing sandy netherrack. Here we go. So, let's create a little bit of this. Now if I remember, this needed a couple of different small things. 1 piece of netherrack, which we have. Good. Right, 2. As well as 2 sand. But then we're also going to need a nether wart. And if I remember, this was the thing that caused some challenges before. However, it's pretty straightforward. We just need to use spider eyes and a life infusion stone on some grass. So, let's get that done. Let's see if we have spider eyes. I believe we've killed a couple of spiders, so we might have a few, but we might not have as many as we need. We have enough! Awesome. Good. So, taking these spider eyes, let's go. Let's just do it over here actually. Put down some grass, put the spider eyes in our offhand, and then right-click the grass, and there we go. Got it. Congratulations. With that, we'll be able to put that up here. Nether wart at the top right, sand on the sides, and then netherrack in the bottom left. Take out some sandy netherrack, and then I believe by freezing it we get soul sand. So if we go over here, put this in there, that will fairly quickly. Let's split it up. You can even see here that the smaller ones go faster. Twice as fast in this case. And there we go. We have some soul sand. We're about to have a little bit more. Come on. There we go. Now we got the soul sand. Awesome. Good job. Very nice. Alright. So, last two things. The next one, the big last one in this little quest area, seeds, is that we are going to need to go to the nether. While it may be a void, you can use the nether for making gold farms, but most importantly for obtaining blaze rods from blazes. You can build a large netherlands platform for netherrack platform for blazes to spawn, or you can locate another fortress and build to it. So that is going to be our main goal. This is going to be a little bit of an interesting task, but quite doable, just a little bit challenging in some sense. What I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to get, I'm thinking probably 64 netherrack as the platform for the things to spawn on. And then it's going to be a game of trying to be able to survive, because the nether is an interesting place to try to survive. However, I'm also going to need to get some more coal. So I'm going to be back after a little bit of farming, and we'll get everything done. So yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. Goodbye. And then let's create a platform to work on. Now that we have basically unlimited cobblestone, we can worry a little bit less about making different slabs for everything. Another thing we're going to want to do real quick, that's being used. I want to get another crucible going. So let's spend a couple of the resources we have to get that done. Alright, that took some doing, but it is done. The reason why we're doing this is so that we can produce some more lava. All of that said and done, let's put that in there. And then let's start cooking up some of these. There we go. And you can see this is filling up very quickly. Very nice and necessary. Good. Alright guys, let's go into the nether and try to get this done. This is gonna be fun. See you! Step 1. Give ourselves a platform to stand on. this platform out in the middle of nowhere. We should start to have mobs spawn here soon. One of the problems is going to be these pigmen. Because there's going to be blazes spawning out there, but these pigmen are going to be here as well. I really should have gotten some kind of armor or something. That's going to be fun. Let's try this, shall we? Leroy. That was 2 seconds. Alright. I think I did make a bigger platform last time. And so I think it went faster. I can have it. Ah, there we go. That's what I want. Good. Ow. Clipped right in my face. Okay. So, we might, be able to. Come on. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Don't know what this thing is. Don't know how to kill it. Ah! Wisp. Alright. Guys, come on. Oh! I got both of them angry. I don't like that. Alright, that'll have to do that. He's going down again. I can't fight you when you're down there. Alright, so, I got it finally. What I had I ended up, aggroing the pigmen so they were running at me, but I had the fence in the way so they couldn't actually get to me. So I got the platform empty of everything, and then I was able to kill a blaze. However, the blaze died over the edge, and so I had to jump for the blaze rod. I got it, though. It's right here. I got it. We got it, guys. We did it. Congratulations. Oh, that's still stupid difficult for me. I really should have gotten some better tools or something for that. Maybe later on I'll show you, a different, better way to do that. But for now, there we go. I got the blaze rod. And with that, that's, I believe, all the quests we can do right now. As I said earlier, it looks like the seed quest might be a little bit glitched, unfortunately. That's very sad if that's the case, but it really just might be the case, unfortunately. So, I hope you've enjoyed. I hope this has been somewhat instructive or entertaining or something. Either way, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, and have a great day.